Hey everyone, Sandra again. Let's move the catnip. I'm not sniffing it up. I got another delivery from British Corner Shop. So I figured I would just film it. All I did was open the top of it. And yeah, let's go. I'm suffering at the moment with a bad tooth. And gotta go in for a root canal, which is always pleasant, but I've got to wait 6 weeks to get in. I'm not joking. I've got appointments in 2 different places, whoever can get me in first, but it's kicking my ass, let's just say. Anyhow, keep smiling. Couldn't remember what I ordered. I know my sister contacted me and said, oh, for your birthday I can send you over a box of stuff. And I'm like, please don't send me any candy or any sweet stuff, because at the moment I can't eat anything like that. And I can't, yeah. I mean, I will be afterwards, but at the moment I can't, so I can't remember what I ordered. Okay, I bought these for my husband. These are from Marks and Spencer's. They are the Viennese milk chocolate dipped fingers. They look nice. I never tried them, but they're like shortbread dipped in chocolate. I think I've talked about it before. Marks and Spencer's really, really nice brand in England. The last time I ordered this in the last video, I got through it. I got through it all. So I thought I'd better order another one. Did I only order one? Oh. You know, I went online and they didn't have a lot of stuff in. I'm like, what? But I managed to get another drinking chocolate, and over night time I have this. Oh, that's cool, and it's cool on that side of that face. Of an evening I have this, a cup of hot chocolate, and I can't have anything too hot at the moment or anything too cold, but just nice and warm, you know, it's quite nice. It's spoiling my eating. Okay, these are Mr. Kipling cakes. As you can see, I bought rubbish again. And these are Mr. Kipling cakes, and these are the sponge puddings. In England, when I was growing up, we used to have them. They used to come in a tin, and the sponge was in the tin, and you would have to boil it in the whole can. You'd have to boil it in hot water for like 30-40 minutes, and then when you opened it, it had steamed the pudding inside. And the pudding normally had treacle, or I think in them days they only had treacle at the bottom. I think they had a strawberry and a chocolate. Oh, and they had like a spotted dick. It is a cake. But now these Mr. Kiplings, they do them in these microwavable containers, and they're portion sized, and I think they take 30 seconds. They're really, really good. So you just take it out, remove the lid, pop it in the microwave 30 seconds. You've got a sponge pudding. So that's really, really nice. And I got the raspberry ones from the looks of it. But, oh, wait a minute, did I get another one? Oh, cherry bakewell. I got the cherry bakewell as well. So that's a nice little portion controlled. But I couldn't get. If you're in America, I don't know, depending on where you are in the country. Here in Illinois, custard is an ice cream, like Culver's custard ice cream. The first time I tried, I thought, why would they be having custard in an ice cream? But it's not. I mean, it's just what they call it, but it is ice cream. Custard is custard. Custard is custard, okay? Best custard on the planet, Ambrosia. The best, okay? You don't have to take my word for it, but it's probably better that you do, okay? This is another one where it used to come in a can, and you have it poured over, you heat it up and have it poured over your pudding. But with this one, it's microwavable. This is another one, 30 seconds. So you can have, in a minute, you could have, well, what you do is you have that, and then you pour your hot custard all over it. It's lovely. And Bob and I like, if we didn't have the puddings, we like bananas and custard, which is, you know, a banana sliced up in a bowl and then you cover it in hot custard. That's nice as well. I noticed that Ambrosia have brought out different flavoured custards. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, this is the original. It's Devon custard. It's made with real milk. And yeah, that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. It shouldn't be an ice cream. Culver's ice cream. I mean, I love Culver's milkshakes, but I tell you, they cripple me. They absolutely cripple me. Ooh. Talk about obnoxious gases. Okay, what's the next thing I got? Where's my scissors? Where are my scissors? I've lost them. Okay, being as I've lost my scissors. Oh, okay. So I got Marks and Spencer's spaghetti hoops. Figured we would give them a try. In a rich tomato sauce. Spaghetti hoops on toast. You heard me. You heard right. Spaghetti hoops on toast. That's a good. So what you do is you have your toast, butter it up. One slice of the toast, you have some spaghetti hoops. The other side of it, you have a fried egg. The next thing I thought I'd do is try one of the soups from Marks and Spencer's. I never tried the soups when I was there, but this is butternut squash and sweet potato. And then it has double cream and parmesan in it. That looks nice. They did not have a lot of choices of soups, but I figured we would try one, and I can definitely eat soup at the moment, as long as it's not boiling hot. I couldn't get the rice pudding from Marks and Spencer's this time because they were fully sold out, which is a shame because it is rather delicious. So, Ambrosia. Same as the Ambrosia pudding, you can't beat Ambrosia. And this is portion controlled. So all you do is take the lid off. I think it's 30 seconds again. You've got rice pudding. So if you want a little pudding, obviously heat it up. None of this eating it cold, unless you're desperate and you don't want to wake somebody up at the night time. The next thing, oh, what was that? What the hell's that? I didn't get no candy. See, I got no candy. The next thing I got was a Treacle Tart. I don't think it did too well in travel. This is a Mr. Kipling Treacle Tart. I don't think it did very well in travel, going by all the crumbs coming out of it. That said, we will have that, you slice it up, have it nice and warm, and you know, pour some custard over it. The consistency, oh god, it doesn't sound good at all, does it? The consistency, I've got to say, is like in America, you know, when you have pecan pie and you have the pecans on the top, you know, all that slimy stuff at the bottom that I don't particularly like. It's a bit like that, but this is treacle. So this is just treacle and it's in a tartlet. That doesn't sound good, does it? Where's my darn scissors? I just told you I couldn't remember what I got. Oh, I got more baked beans. You know, Bob and I have been enjoying having baked beans on toast. Talked about it before, it's a staple. You all should try it. I mean, you know, if you're American and you eat pumpkin pie, come on, you could try baked beans on toast. If you can eat a vegetable that's put in a pie, you can eat baked beans on toast. These are the Branston ones. We really, really liked them. They're nice, sort of chunky baked beans. That's the 4-pack of them, and yeah, I just we don't use a whole can per meal. We use half a can and then warm it up, and then we have half of that each on a, you know, normally when we have a lunch we just have one piece of bread and we have the sourdough bread, and what I do is I sort of fry it either side, but I use a spray. I use an avocado spray. I don't fry it in butter and that anymore. I use the avocado spray on both sides, then I lightly fry it and then chop that in half, okay, and then one half you have your baked beans, the other half you have your fried egg. It's very delicious. So that's it, guys. It was a bit boring today, wasn't it? No candy, no candy. But we did get some ambrosia rice pudding. I think I'll be good eating that. I mean, that's what I'm going to be down to soon. I don't know. Do you know what? All of this, even with this bad molar I've got, I probably still wouldn't lose any weight. It's just the way that life happens. I will let you know how the soup gets on. Obviously, couldn't go wrong with this. Two teaspoons of it. Mix it up in some little hot water, and then the rest is sort of hot or warm milk. Mix it all up. No sugar, because actually this one did actually have a little bit of sugar in it. Not a lot, but it does have a little bit of sugar in it. That was sweet enough. The original one, the original Cadbury's, did not have any sugar, so this is slightly different. And like I say, I make a paste at the bottom of a cup. I make a paste with some hot water, two teaspoons of this, make the paste up, and then my milk I warm up, and then add the milk to it, and it makes a nice little drink. And then these Viennese fingers look very nice as well. Let's open this Treacle Tart, see what it looks like. No, I'm not going to eat it, but I just want to see how damaged it is. That's all. Gosh, you're accusing me of stuff that you shouldn't be. That's just rude. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Well, you know, that's Bob's bit, the bit at the top. And, oh gosh, it's made a right mess. But that's what it looks like. It's like a lattice on the top. Oh, so, do you know what? Just for science, just for scientific purposes, I think I'm going to need to try it, because it might not have even travelled well. Might not have travelled well, and I don't want my husband eating something that's just going to make him very ill. So I might need to give this, you know, just a wee try. That's what a good wife does. For all you wives or partners sitting out there watching at the moment, this is what you do to get out. Now, I've not warmed it up, and it doesn't have custard on it. It's horrible. Betty Bob don't want any of that. Damn. When I come to cut it open later, what I'll do is I'll cut it slightly, make it look like a bit hasn't been taken out. But a good wife or a good husband, you're watching this. We need to make sure it tastes good for your partner. Be trying them after. If Bob watches this video, he'll probably see that and go, "Where did those cookies go?" I'll be like, "I don't know." Very treacly. Making a mess. I had to vacuum those bits up after. In all seriousness, I like having the custard on it, because it is a bit dry without, and I can only eat one side of my mouth. Nothing stops me from eating, really. Mr. Kipling does make exceptionally good cakes. I don't know where he is, but I bet his wife would happy. Thomas has sort of a short crust type pastry. And you can see that layer that, like I said, is very much like the pecan pie over in the States. Even though this is treacle, it is still not as sweet as what you get with a pecan pie. You can definitely taste it's treacle. For anybody who's never tried treacle, I bet there are people out there who've never tried treacle. Comes in a tin, Lion's treacle, a green tin. When we were growing up, we used to have treacle in the house, and it's very thick. It's like molasses. It's very, very thick. And we used to have it on pancakes. Now I know over here in America, pancakes is a regular. You can have it for breakfast, which is great, regularly. We really only have pancakes in England on Pancake Day. And my dad used to make us pancakes. Fabulous. Used to love those. And pancakes in England are different from in America as well. They're more like the Swedish type pancakes. My dad had 5 children, has 5 children. And then Pancake Day, which is coming up soon in England, it's before Easter, and he used to make the pancake nice and thin in the frying pan, a bit like a Swedish pancake, and we used to have 2 or 3 on a plate. And then certainly in England, you don't have all the toppings that you have over here. What you normally do is the basic is sugar and lemon juice. And that's I think what my husband likes. His mum used to make him pancakes, and it is very traditional in England, or it certainly was growing up. That come Pancake Day, everybody had pancakes. So so a little bit of just regular granulated sugar on the top with lemon squeezed on. That was very popular. My dad also used to do the treacle. So what you do is you put the fork in the treacle, and then you sort of let it drizzle all the way over your pancakes. And then we used to have like a cream topping on top of it. That was my favourite, absolute favourite. And I love the pancakes when they're all crispy around the outside, especially when they're really, really thin. They're very thin Swedish type pancakes. They were very thin, and we used to have 2 of them. And yeah, I absolutely loved Pancake Day. And that's a really, really good childhood memory I have, was us having the pancakes. I think it was a bit of a luxury, the treacle, to be honest, because growing up sort of 50 years ago or 45 years ago, money was not aplenty, so it was the basics. That would be your evening meal as well. And like I say, pancakes in America are completely different. You can go to any restaurant and just get pancakes any time of the day, but they are a bit thicker. You can go to the IHOP or different places, so you can get pancakes quite regularly. But if you go to England ever to visit and you go for a breakfast somewhere, don't really expect to have pancakes. And certainly you're not going to get it on the same plate as your bacon and eggs, which is quite shocking. That was quite shocking when we first moved here, and we went to I don't know, a family affair or somewhere, and I ordered the pancakes. Everybody, trust me, if you're English and you come over to America, you try an American breakfast, you try pancakes, you want to try them. And when it came on the plate, the pancakes were on the same plate as the egg and the bacon, and it was shocking, absolutely shocking to me, because pancakes is more of a dessert. So I asked her for another plate, and I had to move them onto another plate. Obviously, and I still do that. I can't eat them on the same plate as bacon and eggs. I don't get why you would eat them all together, especially putting syrup over the entire lot. That is, I'm not judging. It's just the way that it is over here in America. But certainly, if you go for an English breakfast, or if you're in England and you go for a breakfast, you're going to get an English breakfast. And there's nothing desserty about that whatsoever. It is your traditional, as I've said before, your bacon, sausage, eggs, baked beans, potentially mushrooms, potentially tomato, definitely toast, 100% toast, and a nice old mug of tea. get a nice mug of tea. So that's your difference with it anyway. I know I've gone off track. So I thought we would have that later. Now I've given it the okay, just to make sure it wasn't poisoned in any way. I can serve it up to my husband, legitimately knowing that I, very caringly, add a small slice to make sure it all tasted good for him. And we will have some of that later with some custard on. Anyhow, thank you for watching me unboxing this little box that I got from British Corner Shop. I don't know when I will order from there again, because I've got a few bits in and they were very low on stock with everything. And now I'm going to save up to have a root canal, and that's a whole other story anyway. In the meantime, thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Bye.